What is hacking? The Internet Engineering Task Force is responsible for maintaining documentation about protocols and various specifications and processes and procedures regarding anything on the Internet. They have a series of documents called Request for Comments, or RFCs. RFC 1389 says, "A hacker is a person who delights in having an intimate understanding of the internal workings of a system, computers, and computer networks in particular." While the expression hackers may go back a long time and have many different connotations or definitions, as far as computers go, some of the earliest hackers were members of the Tech Model Railroad Club at MIT, and those people and the various things that they did and were involved in are detailed in Stephen Levy's book, Hackers. For our purposes, we'll be talking about other types of hackers, although the spirit of what we do goes back to those early days. The definition of hacking or hackers changed, particularly in the 1980s, and in part as a result of a couple of people. Robert T. Morris was a Cornell graduate student who unleashed a piece of software that was called a worm on what was an early version of the Internet. That worm went on to cause a lot of damage and create a lot of downtime on systems across the country and across the world. The Morris worm did end up resulting in something good, however. The Computer Emergency Response Team at Carnegie Mellon was created primarily in response to the Morris worm. Kevin Mitnick is another well-known hacker who was responsible for various acts of computer crime over a couple of decades. He was first convicted in 1988. So the definition of hacker or hacking moved from something benign to something far more sinister. In popular culture, we see hacking or hackers in the movies War Games, the movie Hackers, of course, the Matrix movies, where you can see, if you look really closely, they use a tool called Nmap, which we will go into the use of in great detail later on. Also the movie Sneakers, the movie Swordfish, and on television, in addition to other places, you can see the agents at NCIS regularly doing things like cracking complex cryptography in just a matter of seconds or minutes. So what is hacking really? Hacking is about a deep understanding of something, particularly with relation to computers and computing. It's also about exploring and the joy of learning new things and understanding them very clearly and being able to manipulate those things in ways that maybe other people haven't before. It's also about digging into problems to find solutions in creative and interesting ways, and sometimes finding problems where there weren't problems previously. That's a little bit about what is hacking.